Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. Don't forget to smash the like button as you enter the room. Okay, so we're talking Canelo versus Plant, the post-fight. Before I get into the post-fight, a couple of announcements to make. Announcement number one, happy birthday, CC. It's your birthday today, girl, and I want to wish you the very best on this birthday. It's day November the 7th, 2021. Obviously, that's not the day that's the date you were born, not the date. But I want to say thank you for many years of being a friend and still being a good friend today, a great friend, a friend of the family, been through ups and downs and ups and roller coasters. And I think it's important that we acknowledge the people, the real people in our lives, the people that mean so much to us, the people who trust in our lives. So just a massive, massive happy birthday to you. And I'm sure you're watching. And hello to you, Dwayne, as well. Hope that you're well. So happy birthday. Have a great day. I know that there are people out there that really do love, care, and appreciate you. So, CC, happy birthday to you. So, next up. I'm going to get these things out of the way first before we talk about Canelo and Plant. For those of you who are BWTM supporters, have been there since the days of Bayloric TV, really talk about the real ones who've been there a long time. And I say the real ones because they will know the ups and downs this channel has gone through. I believe we're going to be going through another challenging time. I feel complimented in one way because of YouTube's clamping down on independent content makers. So I knew this time was coming. It's been coming a while, and YouTube are clamping down on independents. You know the independent ones, the ones that are free of mind and free of thinking, and do not subscribe and will not be controlled by what the general consensus is. For some weird reason, there are people that feel they're not subscribed to the channel, they're not members of the channel, they're just people that are passing by, don't subscribe, have no commitment to the channel, but feel they can come on the channel and they start dictating to me and telling me how I should run my channel. They've shown no loyalty to me, no loyalty to the channel, and no help whatsoever. My message to you is keep on, keep walking on. I don't really want your advice. I've been doing this 10 years plus. I'm quite happy with the way we're going. 3 million views on one channel, 3 million views on another channel. We're happy the way we are, and we like things the way that it is. So yeah, I'm just delighted that we are doing the things we're doing. But YouTube is certainly clamping down on independent YouTube channels, if you don't believe me, and suppression of YouTube channels. So it's not enough now to just smash the like button and smash the subscribe button and watch the video through to the end. YouTube are taking their own control now of channels, and will tell you only 5 people are watching the show or 10 people are watching the show, and they have a way of not recommending channels now. So that's the way YouTube are operating now. Thankfully for BWTM Sports and BWTM Online, we're not reliant on YouTube. We can also be seen on Amazon TV, and we also can be seen on Odyssey. Please do, if you get a chance, get across to Odyssey and subscribe to Odyssey. It's free to get to Odyssey. Watch us on Odyssey. I believe that YouTube are going to be closing down a lot of channels that are going to be speaking out. The era of free speech is over. You know, a lot of the channels you'll see out there speaking and saying the things they're saying, independent channels are going to get it. And I want you to look across the YouTube universe and check it out. So these are for people that are in the house, know what's going on YouTube, and understand what is going on. It's fine, but we feel complimented that they are going to great lengths to do that. And if they, you know, I do believe that there is a lawsuit going out against YouTube at the moment, particularly their suppression of black creators. That is something that's in the news. That is something that they're trying to keep that quiet, YouTube. But you know, justice will prevail, and at some point, I expect a nice payout from YouTube, because what they're doing is downright racist. We know it is, and there's enough evidence to support and to back it. So I want to put that out there. And also want to give a big shout out to Chevron. Had somebody come on the channel, Chevron, I want you to check it out as well. Big up to you, brother. Somebody came on the channel and left a comment in the comment section and said, oh, if Anthony Joshua is going to take you seriously, how can you be mocking him? Well, for your information, sir, I didn't do the video. I was sent by Chevron sent me the video. He showed me the video. I was like, wow, this is exactly what I've been talking about, Anthony Joshua. So let's put it out there for people to see. So there's always one person, there's always one basket case that will look at the video. I'm not American. I don't have an American accent, not that I'm aware of, but I do know that my 10 years being with an American, living with an American on a daily basis, and being intimate with an American certainly would have had some sort of effect on my twang, on my accent and some things I say. That being said, I'm not American, I'm not from DC, and the video was clearly done by somebody who was American, because you can hear the accent. And that's my brother here, Mr. CRB1. So, yeah, AJ being a worldwide superstar and the brand ambassador for Under Armour. But yet, the staff of Under Armour did not know who Anthony Joshua is. That is a very, very concerning thing for Anthony Joshua's brand in America. They don't know who he is, yet he's the brand ambassador and he's done so many videos for Under Armour. But anyway, moving swiftly on, if that was Tiger Woods or one of those basketballers like LeBron James, do you think that Nike, a brand like Nike, and the people inside, the staff of Nike, would not know who LeBron James was or Tiger Woods? And you want to call Anthony Joshua an international superstar? That's what it is. He doesn't crack America. And if you're a heavyweight and you don't crack America, then you're not an actual superstar. As far as I'm concerned, you have to crack America. Crack America means go over to America and knock guys out. Lennox Lewis did it. Nassim Hamed did it. Joe Kazaki went over to America. Do you understand? You have to go to America. Ricky Hatton had his moments in America. You have to go across to America and do the business. You have to go across to America. Do you understand? It has to be done. Say what you want about the gates in England. Say what you want about, you know, how many people are in attendance watching fights and pay-per-view. Ultimately, if you don't crack America, don't do it in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? You don't do it in the big arenas in America, in front of American fans. And it's not on ESPN, do you understand? Or on Fox. It's not on them places. Showtime boxing, HBO. If you're not being on them, and I don't mean they being the opponent getting smashed to bits, I mean you going over there and doing the business, then you're not no international superstar. You cannot be an international superstar just staying in England. Sorry. Even Josh Taylor's had to go abroad and do the business. Carl Froch's had to go away and do the business. Nigel Benn had to leave England and do the business. I don't think Chris Eubank went to America. I know he did train in America. You know, so you have to do the business, as far as I'm concerned, in America if you're a Brit. Can't be calling yourself an international superstar and only known in the UK. And then when people call your name, they'll call you Anthony Johnson. So I didn't do the video for information, but I still think it's good information. And thank you, Chevron, for that. I really appreciate it. So let's get on. We're going to be talking. Going to do a little advertisement here. With, you can't see that, but it's chocolate. And it's so nice. Canelo versus Plum. Congratulations, Canelo, for becoming undisputed super middleweight champion in history to do it. So congratulations to that. Kudos to that. Now, I don't want this to sound like it's a slight on Canelo or I'm hating on Canelo, because his body of work is fantastic. The way he goes about his The business is very professional, always in great shape. Whether that is legit or not, I would like to think that Canelo Alvarez is a clean fighter. I would like to think that, but that's the one thing about Canelo Alvarez I look at and I think, is this guy on something? Is this guy clean? Or are they so determined to make this guy, to put this guy to be better than Floyd Mayweather, that they'll even inject this guy with steroids for that to happen? And that's the thing that rolls around at the back of my head, not the front of my head, because I really want to enjoy the sport of boxing. This guy is the face of boxing. He's the #1 guy. He's a pound for pound by a stretch. People are saying, and blah, 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 blah. He'll never get beaten. Well, I don't believe that, because he's been beaten before by Floyd Mayweather. So I don't believe that he'll never get beat again. I don't believe that rubbish for a second. That's how upsets happen. But I do believe he's the best around. Yeah, he's undisputed. But again, that's my only concern about Canelo is whether he's doing it legitimately, meaning no steroids, no performance-enhancing drugs. If he's done it legitimately, then, mate, great stuff. And because the sport is so damn corrupt, and you've got belts like a franchise championship, that even if you get beat, you're still a champion. And the judges that we know that even if Canelo goes to points, he's going to win a fight before he's 12 rounds up, before a punch is even thrown. I just think it's something that it will always hold back on that when it comes to Canelo. Sammy, good to see you in the house. What do you think about him holding his lead hand out and pushing his opponents? Well, warning from ref. Well, that for me is old school. Old school tricks you pick up in the gym. And I've always been told that you test the referee. You do what you can do and then allow the referee to tell you off about it. And if the referee doesn't tell you off about it, they carry on doing it. So push the envelope to the maximum. Do as much as you can do. Use as many as old tricks as possible. Leaning on a guy, getting your elbow in their face and lean off with the elbow there and throwing right hands. Put your hand in one hand and throw the right hand. Do all them things you can do. And if the referee doesn't do anything about it, then fair play. Keep going. This is why we have in boxing a lot of trainers but not teachers. A world-class trainer will turn around and say, call ref, say, hey ref, what he's doing is not right. He'll pull the referee up about it. He'll call to referee. What's no do for it to call? You'd call up about it. You've got to be on the ball with these things. If that was, surely it was James Allen Bashir, Stacey McKinley, these guys, old school guys, they'd pull it up and say, hey, what's going on here? Nassim Richardson, rest in peace, brother. He would have called it up. He would have seen it and said, hey, in between guys, what's going on? This guy's using his hand, and you'd hear it. See, the old school guys. But these new school trainers don't know about that. They're so caught up in the moment and the excitement of throwing out instructions to their fighter, and they're all egos in the way that they haven't got time to sit back and see the fight, what's going on in the ring, and then be able to relay it back to the referee. How many trainers you see today relaying it back to the referee? Hey, he's holding and hitting. He's doing this and that. Those things in the corner are just as important as the instructions being given to the fighter. And you might have already said this, but what's your scorecards at the time of stoppage? To be honest, the way Caleb Plant was fighting, let me spin this back because I haven't even done the review of the fight. The way Caleb Plant was talking before the fight, right? You know, I've coped the hard way, blah, 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 blah. You know, I've never had anything given to me. Yeah, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, yeah, okay, there's a real one here. There's a real one in the house. This guy's going to give us something special. He's going to really try and upset the apple cart. He was talking like an independent. He was talking like a guy that really was going to become undisputed champion. I really believed what he was saying. And they gave him the benefit of fighter. Of an unbeaten fighter, you never know how far they're willing to push their body and their mind and their soul for the prize. So I thought that Caleb Clark had a couple of gears above, you know, because this was his opportunity. This is what he dreamed of. This is what he, you know, it was all about. And then you had Andre Ward that was there advising him, and Floyd Mayweather was advising him. I mean, in this consultation that Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward was giving Caleb Clark, I'd be asking for my bloody money back. Because I don't understand. After all that razzmatazz, after all that talking, and I'll tell you something now, that fight broke my trust in guys that tell me I came up the hard way. Because as Uncle Bashir says, well, he came up the hard way and he went back down the hard way as well. Yeah? Because I cannot understand for the life of me, right? Let me get my chocolate in the corner. Because here comes the rant. I cannot understand for the life of me. You watch Canelo fight over and over. You see him against Billy Joe Saunders, right? So this guy's improved. Number one, stop using the shoulder roll. You're not good at it. You're absolute garbage at it. But did you ever see Floyd Mayweather do a shoulder roll and still get his head getting taken off? What is the point of using the shoulder roll and you're still getting punched in your head? I don't understand it. Obviously, you're not good at the shoulder roll. Do something else instead. You're busy on the rope shoulder rolling and still getting whacked. I mean, I think I may have had a picture on there, but on the thumbnail, you're getting whacked and you're still doing the shoulder roll. 1, 2. You clearly can't fight off the ropes. Your back is against the ropes and you're getting punched up against the ropes with a shoulder roll. Now, if I'd seen my fighter doing that in the first couple of rounds, I'd say, hey, yo, bro, off them ropes. Keep off them goddamn ropes. And as soon as your back turns ropes, roll out. Do not go straight back on the ropes. Roll out from them ropes. Keep off them ropes. Because that's where Canelo's at his best. When you're back against the ropes, he's going to thump them body shots into you. You can't keep taking body shot after body shot after body shot clean up in your ribs and not expect that to slow you down. So people say, well, you know, it's the second after the fight, Canelo comes on. No, what happens is this. The first after the fight, fighters think, right, I'm going to go out with a game plan. I'm going to get behind my jab. I'm going to box and do what I've done in previous fights. But what they don't understand is the foot pressure that Canelo puts in. When he puts his hands up like that and he walks you down, that is pressure he's applying on you. It's not throwing punches. He's putting pressure on you, walking you down. That is mental pressure he's putting on you. Just him walking you down, his presence in walking you down. That's one pressure you're dealing with. That's mental pressure. That's mental fatigue you have to deal with. So if you're not prepared for him as he marches, walks you down, that's the first problem you got. Then the second thing you're going to walk out is the head movement. Head movement, head movement, head movement. Head movement, head movement, head movement. So that's the second thing you've got to be aware of. He's moving his head. And don't even talk, oh Lord have mercy, don't even talk about the body punches. The head movement, the body punch, the left hook to the body, left hook to the head. I mean, I wonder what these guys are watching, what these trainers are watching when they watch Canelo fight. Keep your guy off the ropes. Keep your guy off the ropes. Keep turning Canelo. Tie him up when in close. Fight when he wants to box and box when he wants to fight. When you're in, stay in close. Where was the uppercut from Caleb Clark? Where was the uppercut? I mean, Canelo's coming in like this to you. Where's your uppercut to throw? And the things just have made absolutely no sense to me. Yet these guys, if these guys continue to fight Canelo this way, then he's never going to get beat again. Because you're not looking at the guy's, you're not looking at the guy's strengths. They're right. He's a great body puncher. He's going to apply constant pressure. We've got to find a way to neutralize his best work. Off them ropes, hold center of the ring, pop the jab in the center ring. If we are inside and close, staying tight, close, use the elbow, pushing Canelo back. Use that elbow, push his head back, raise that head up. Right, use the elbow, force him back. Push him again. There was a moment where Canelo was actually sitting on the ropes. Right? And I think in between that, Plant caught him some good shots. But because Plant was in what I say safety first mode, it seemed from round one, Plant was interested in, you know what? I'm in the damn ring now. I felt the strength of this guy. Let me just get to 12 rounds. Let me get to 12 rounds. Let me see this fight out. And if you've got that mentality that, you know what, let me just see this out to the 12 rounds, you're going to get yourself beat up and knocked up because you can't adapt, you can't change. So for me, Canelo came to take his head off. That was point one. I'm coming point blank. I'm coming to rip your head off. Kevin Plant's plan was, I'm going to jab, I'm going to move, I'm going to soak up some punishment ropes because I know what it's going to do. And I hope I can get to that 12th round. He did flurry at Canelo once. Canelo's coming to you. You have to be prepared and ready for it. I don't know what Floyd Mayweather was advising Plant. I don't know what rules was advising Plant. I don't know what they were teaching him. Because to me, the first thing you should know is get your back off them ropes. So, I don't know. They continue to fight like that. If these guys continue to rock up and fight Canelo like that, then forget it. No one's beating Canelo. So you've got to box him when he wants to fight, and you've got to fight him when you've got to box. But I also do believe you've got to rattle Canelo. I do believe what Plant was trying to do to get inside him and get him mad, I do believe that's right. But you've got to be, he's the bull, you've got to take the matador approach with Canelo. And then when Canelo wants to box you, or when Canelo wants to fight, you box. And when Canelo wants to box, you fight. You know, if you go in there fighting to Canelo's experience, you're going to get your ass well and truly beat up. You have got to take Canelo out of the experiences that he does have. You've got to give him new experiences, or experiences he doesn't like. I.e., he doesn't like a guy that's moving, constantly moving. He doesn't like that. Doesn't like that. But you've got to just dance around the ring. You've got to be educated when you're moving around. You can move around the ring, but educated. Sticking the jab, popping the right hand, in and out to the sides. Yeah? Use the ropes, come off the ropes, tie them up. Wait for the referee to break, walk around the referee and go again. That's why I think someone like Roy Jones would have given Canelo a good fight. The only problem I've got with Roy Jones fighting Canelo is when Canelo got up close and started shooting them body shots and coming up the stairs. That is where I think Roy would have had a problem. But Roy's hand speed and punching power would have given Canelo some problems, I think. Right? And he can punch, genuinely punch Roy. So, all in all, a good fight, but I'm disappointed in the approach Plant took to the fight after all that talk beforehand. So that's my thoughts. Congratulations, Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to make this short. Congratulations, Canelo Alvarez. Did what he had to do and really didn't have to do anything extra than what he normally does for me. If you're watching BWTM Sports Gaming, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, the like button, share the video, and leave your comments below. Salute. I'm going to have to pop off for this one because it's a short one for me. Got another celebration to attend. So, much love to you all. Thank you for watching BWTM Sports. I'll be back again shortly or soon with Stacey McKinley, James Elliott, and some new trainers as well. Take care.